to the corner of the room, followed by the heel. Shall I stand over here a little bit so I get a little white wall? Turn the corner there, followed with the toes. Why we do this? It gives us a really good starting position, and we line up with our hip bones so that we know that we're standing in the right space. To then start to engage the core, slight squeeze in the bottom, energy up through the thighs, shoulders back and down, and we're just going to shoulder shrug. You're going to brace the abdominals. You're going to make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, at your own pace. No breathing pattern, just make sure you're breathing. And always when you're breathing out, you try and really engage the core from the pelvic floor up so that you're really getting a lovely, lovely tightness there in all around that midsection. So we stabilise it, and you haven't got the bottom tipped back, you've got it tucked under. And just roll the shoulders round. Let's just see how this all feels. Weight is evenly distributed, you're not leaning on one side more than the other. You might want to rock forward and back just to find and make sure you're in that position. Nice. Oh, how do we feel this morning? Anybody stiff from the arms yesterday? Oh, not too bad. And roll the shoulders forward. Good. Nice. And then just lift the arms up one at a time. Just float the arms up. I always lead with my right. Doesn't matter. It's just a distraction from not, making sure you're still pulling in that belly. Breathing in. And out. Let's do both arms together. Lift up and down. So I always like to start with a gentle warm up, just to get some blood flowing. Got the doors open today. I thought it might sort of distract with a little bit of the glare, but I don't think I'm going to get over that. Lift the arms out, squeeze one arm back. Back center and down. Other side. Lift, squeeze. Now you can take the head with you, but make sure your hips stay square. And center. Last time. Lift. Center. Both arms together. Lift. Squeeze. Center. And lift. One more time. Still ensuring you've got a nice core connection. Hold it here, side bend. Over. Just sliding the hand down. You can start to lift the elbow up if that feels right. Just again, watch the back. And in. Good. Two more. We're going to put the two together. Single arm, right? Squeeze back. Left arm and lift. Good. Squeeze. Both arms together. Big squeeze back with the shoulder blades. Squeeze. Side bend, right and left. Take it down. Can you go a little bit further? See how the lower back feels. Two more. One more time through. Squeeze the arm. Single. Lift. Open. Back. Left. Both together. Pull the tummy in. And lift. Squeeze. One more. Side bend. Lead with the right. Here we go. Can you take the arm a little bit more? Two to go. Last time. I want you to swoop the arms forward. So swoop the arms forward and open back. If that feels right for your lower back to really extend, then you do that. Otherwise, you just go to your range. I really want you to roll forward and then rolling back, taking these arms back so you're stretching out with the chest. And forward. And open out. Start to take the arms a little bit higher now. So you're opening out, getting a little bit deeper. And open out. Ah, look up as well. Opening out. Squeeze. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Circle the arms, both arms together. Big reach. 2 more. Last one. Come back the other way. And open. Good. 2. Last time. Just circle the hips round. Let's loosen off that lower back before we start to work and strengthen it all. You're still pulling in the tummy and you're still breathing. I'm just transferring my weight side to side. Other way, so go the other way. Nice big circles, good. Really nice. 1 more. Single knee lift, same arm. Right leg, then your left. Right. Keeping that back nice and tall. Loose the arms if it's making you unsteady. You can hold against the wall if you're needing a little bit of balance today. Or same arm to leg. Same arm to leg. Just testing you all. 1 more. And you're going to do 3 knee lifts. Same side. Here we go. 3. And tap. 2. And tap. 1 more. Take the leg wide with a squat. Slow. Lower. And lift. Other leg. Lift. And tap. Good. 1 more. Take the leg wide for a squat. And lift. And again. Right leg. 2. 1 more. Take the leg wide. Squat. Sit nice and deep. Left leg. And tap. Come on, nice and tall. Last time. Leg wide, squat. Take it out to leg. Side. And 3. And tap. Good. 2. Squeeze. 1. Plie. And again, left. Out. And in. Good. Plie. Right leg. We've got this pattern. 1 more. Plie squat. Out. Left leg. Last time. So we've done it twice on each leg. Plie. You're taking your back leg extension. Right leg. Squeeze. 2. You're going to do a forward lunge. Right leg. And lunge. Left leg. Ooh. You knew what you were doing. 1 more. Forward lunge. Both arms. Go as low as you want. And again, squeeze. So we're really engaging this bottom. Activating the lower back. Lunge. So if I'm going too quick, you slow it down. But don't rush it faster than me. 2. Re-engage. 3. We're going to put them together. Knee lift. Right leg. 2. Last one. Give me a squat. Both arms. Leg to the side. Same side. 3. So we're just working that same side. Plie. Leg back. 3. Always getting your mind going. 2. It's getting mine definitely going. 1. Forward lunge. Swap legs. Knee lift. And tap. Shoulders back. 1 more. Give me a squat. Nice and deep. Side leg. 3. Squeeze. 1 more. Plie. Bag, leg behind. 3. 2. Last one. Forward lunge. Take a pedal. Push. Good job. And push. Nice and slow. So I'm really pressing into the toes. Lifting up with the heel. I'm still engaging in my abdominals. I'm still shoulders back because we've worked hard to keep the shoulders back. 4, 3, 2. Give me a squat and a big in-breath. Exhale. Go again. In squat. Inhale. And float the arms down. 2 more. Squat. Inhale. And float. Last time. Take the hands by the side of the head. Keep these elbows back. So I don't want them forward. You're keeping the elbows back. You haven't got an arch in the back. Tucking the tailbone under. And all you're doing is a spine twist. And back center. So it's a very, very small, but you're not bringing the arms forward. So I really want you to squeeze these elbows back. So you're really opening up in the arms. And you're getting into the lower back. And you're breathing. Exhale as you twist. Center. And twist. And center. 2 more. And center. So it's really good for keeping these shoulders engaged in the shoulder blades. 1 more. Take your arms out. Little circles. So you're standing. Feet. Let's go feet in plie position. I just want to activate these arms. Little circles. Pull up through the belly. Squeeze the bottom, lower back engaged as well as your core. Keep them arms. Squeezing the bottom. Come on, tighter. Go around the other way. 8, 7. It's a slow countdown. 6. Come on, little circles. 5. Squeeze the bottom. More. Squeeze these inner thighs. 3. 2, up and down. Now you see my elbows and arms and hands. When we do this in class, I really notice that people's hands can come right underneath their elbows. No chance with mine. My joints aren't that way, I don't think. 2 more. Pec deck with the arms. Squeeze the bottom, you haven't forgotten about that. Squeeze back. Come on, we're nearly done with the standing work. And really, when we do the standing, really engages our posture. 4 and 3, our standing posture. So you know to take this with you for the rest of the day. Standing nice and tall. Push the arms up. Lift. Elbows in. Oh, who needs hand weights? 3, 2, shake them out. Oh. Lovely. Come back into your Pilates posture, standing position. Shake the arms. We're going to roll down and we're going to come to the floor, but I want to do it with a roll down and a calf stretch and a child's pose. If you want to come straight to the floor, please do. Okay, so you're going to start a nice in-breath. Nice big circle with the arms. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Chin comes to chest. Your feet are still hip distance apart. You're rounding. If that's enough for you for your back, you come just to your knees. And then you roll back up. And you do a back extension if that feels right. Listen to what your body wants. Listen to how it feels. Listen to it and see if that is what feels right and nice. And you can walk down the hands, down your legs to support the back. And then roll back up. Now for those of you who are doing a full roll down, I want you to lead alternate arms. So when the chin comes down, you reach with one arm, then the other arm, then the right, then the left, and you come down, you cross your arms at the bottom and you do a little bounce. And then you spin round to each side. So twisting with the elbow and then twisting round. You come back to center, you relax the arms and then you roll back up. So it's a little bit of a slow combination and then back extension. Now do it this side. So you're rolling down. Lead with the right. Come to the knees. Really reach down. You're holding to the floor. You're crossing the arms and you're giving a little bounce. So the little bounce gets a little bit deeper into the hamstrings. Little bounce here. Pull the tummy in and then you're twisting and you're actually rotating. So you're getting the lower back. Nice stretch. Come back center and then roll up. Big circle with the arms and do it one more time. Do it one more time. You do it. Are we all still here? Fantastic. I haven't lost anybody. I haven't stopped the video. It's all good on a Friday. Makes me happy. Looking lovely. Oh, lovely roll down. Little twist around with the elbows. Really getting into the lower back. And then roll back up. Beautiful. We're going to stay down this time. So wherever you are, chin comes to chest. Walk the hands down, hands come flat to the floor. Walk out into that down dog, that calf stretch, and really press back into those heels in your down dog. Bottom up to the ceiling. Really press into those heels. If it's too much for your wrist, comes down onto your elbows. Or just rest in child's pose. And we'll be down in a minute. Pedal push now with the feet. And then all I want you to do is reach a right hand to the opposite ankle. Stretch and center and stretch. So it's really good for the blood to come to the head and really good for the movement in this position for the lower back. Couple more. One more. Come center and walk out into that plank position. You hold strong. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Your belly is pulled in and you're a lovely flat line. You need to imagine your spine is running along from your bottom, not up here and not down here. If that's too much, you come onto the elbows or you drop onto the knees. But I want you to hold it there for a little bit longer. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. David, you're too quick. Slow down the counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees go wide and sit back. Fantastic. Hold that stretch. Now what I like to do is I like to move in this position. So I'm kind of shifting my weight side to side. And you might find you want to kind of have a little roll. So I'm kind of rolling around. Bottom tries to touch the heels and then it lifts up. You're pulling the tummy in at the same time. Let's go the other way. And hold the rest there. Good, and we're going to come up onto all fours. So you're going to come up onto all fours. Again, bad wrists, come down onto the elbows. I really want you to think about your positioning. Tuck my top in so you can see. Camouflage today. So, from here, you're really pulling in the belly. Your imaginary candle is coming off from the floor and you're burning the belly button, so you're pulling it in. So therefore that really engages the back, but you're not rounding the back. You're keeping that back nice and flat. All we're doing is reaching an arm away and nothing changes in the back and back in and stretch. Keeping the head and neck in line. So you're not looking up and you're not dropping the head. The spine and the neck need to be lovely line. So my head lifts just as I turn and look at you. And you're looking great. Let's add an opposite leg with the arm. Just slide it away and back in. Slide it away. So again, nothing changes. Bad knees. If you've got cushions, you can pop the cushion underneath. Yes. And then when you're ready, lift the opposite arm and leg up and change. So don't rush this. I want it to be slow. I want you to hold, and then I want you to come back and change. Give me 2 more like this. Squeeze, flex into the foot, into the heel, and back in. So we're really engaging in the tummy. We're really emphasizing it in the lower back. Two more. And of course, if this is too much for your knees, you come down full lying position and you just lift your opposite arm and leg away, or you come to standing. So this Superman position doesn't always need to be on the hands and knees. I like it to be, but for those who may just have a little injury anywhere, a bad knee operation, lovely Kate, who's doing amazing. 2 more. Hold the arm and leg out, doesn't matter which side. And let's take it to the side. Give me 8, back in, 7. So pull in the tummy. You haven't let that relax, no? And squeeze, center. Just 4, 3, 2, last one. Come back center and change legs. So other leg comes back. Hold, and you take the arm and leg wide. Center. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Fantastic job. Release, release, take the knees wide and sit back and stretch. And breathe. Nice, hold it there. So you're rolling up. Now only if you want to, again, if you've got a green ball and you've got it handy, you can use this, because we're going to do some tabletop variations. I'm going to use my cushion because I like to lift my head just off. Now I do sell these. I know a couple of you have got them. They're lovely. They're a 2-inch cushion. They're wrapped and you can wash them off. So if you're interested, let me know. I can post them to you. So, feet hip distance apart. You're going to roll down. Again, you've worked hard to keep that core and the lower back engaged. So you're rolling down onto the floor and you position your orange cushion underneath your head. And the reason being is because I don't want this chin to drop back. I want, again, as always, we're trying to keep the head and the neck and the spine all in a lovely long line. So bring the legs together. Turn the toes out. Follow with the heels. Fantastic. So that means your knees are in line with your hips. Now your hips run in, not the pelvis, the hips. Lovely. Take the arms long. And if you want to, and it's nice for your back, you can pop the ball underneath your bottom. But I'm going to do it without the ball, but that's just an option if you prefer, just to soften if you have got a slightly stiff back today, it just needs a little bit of protection. So make sure you're imprinting the lower back into the floor. Your core is nice and tightly engaged, your arms are out, and we're just going to do a leg slide. Alternate one leg, and then bring that back in, and then change sides. So again, your chin is not dropping back, but it's not then really tucked in. I always say an imaginary satsuma between the chin and the chest. And down. And back in. Good, really leg slide. Oh, it's lovely to hear the birds. Are you outside, anybody? My signal is rubbish outside, so I just can't go outside because I want you all to stay here. Don't want to lose you anymore. And good, slide the leg away. Let's add same arm to leg, reaching it away and back in. So it's all a distraction. You might think, oh, this is rather easy. For some of you who are more advanced Pilates people, but what this does is really brings you back into controlling the core, the abdominals, the lower back is really supporting and they're working together. We're going to make it a little bit harder. So you're going to hold one leg out. I'm going to choose my right and the arm stays up above. You're going to leg slide out to the side with the arm. You're bringing it back center and then you're lifting it up. Same leg, 4 times on each leg. And again, lower back does not move. The other knee stays nice and still. And then in. 2 more times. So again, more advanced is taking the leg slightly up a little bit more and not letting the foot come to the floor. Out, take it wide. Again, you really need to stabilize. Make sure the other knee isn't moving. Swap sides. So again, you choose. So ideally your arms should be straight. I've got a slight prop issue. And in again. 2 more. Again, watch these hips, don't move. Or don't sort of, wiggle around. You know what I mean. Last one, I lost count. Out. Bring the knees in, give the lower back a little bit of a release. Okay, so lifting one knee up, and you're just going to concentrate on that right leg. You're going to hold it here, and you're just going to extend in and lift. Extend in and lift. So getting a little bit into the hamstring, a little bit more core engagement. So I'm not bringing the leg in too far, I'm just taking it to the ceiling, so I'm getting a nice straight leg. I want to stretch into the hamstrings before we do a couple of leg work exercises while we're lying on our backs. Last one, and change legs, other side. Knee in, press up. Just in the time. Oh, we've got a lot to do yet. I hope you're not rushing off. And again, oh, my knee's a bit clicky. So if you feel that it's just a little bit clicky, take it a bit slower. Extend rather than rushing. 2 more. 1 more. And then bring the leg back. Other leg. I want you to just keep bent at the knee. I want a circle. So again, you're also now challenging by taking the knee a little bit bigger with the circle. The lower back, you don't want to let it arch. You still want to keep it flat to the floor. And you've got 4 more with a leg bent. 3. So getting into this hip. 2, core is really playing hard, working hard. 1 more. And then you're going around the other way. Come on, make these knees a little bit bigger. The circles even. And twist. You need 2 more. Last one. Keep with the same leg, but lengthen it up to the ceiling. I want you to point that toe. And you're circling. And I want you to make a bigger circle each time. So you start small. And then we're going to get a nice big circle. So 4 big circles. Come on, your lower back still pressed into the mat. 3. 2. Keep that point in the toe. So we're working the whole of that front leg. And go around the other way. Small circles. Shoulders are back. The other knee stays nice and still. Start to make these circles bigger. Come on, really get into this hip now. Lovely. Give me 4 big circles. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to change legs. Put the other foot to the floor, other leg. So pick that knee up. So it doesn't matter which way you start. Circling nice and small, and then with a knee bend, because we just need to warm up the hip rather than going straight into a full leg. And the lower back, you're not moving it, are you? No. Lovely. How's the hip feeling? A little bit clicky this side. Give me 4 more here. 3. If it does and you don't want to make the circles so big, just keep them small. You know, your body will say, oh, that feels better. And then go around the other way. Two more. 1 more. Leg long. Point the toe. Start small with a circle. Shoulders back and down. So you don't want to sort of bring the shoulders forward. Oh, I lost my circle. Are you still going the same way? Make them bigger. This side might not feel better, it might feel better. Watch the other knee still staying grounded. 4 big circles, not 4 big ones. As big as you feel. 3. 2. And 1. Go around the other way. Again, cool. I'm repeating myself a lot here. Just want you to make sure you know that I'm with you. I'm thinking about what muscles should be engaging. You too should as well. Make these circles bigger. Take a rest if you need to. You've just got 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Fantastic. Really good for the hips, hip flexors, all of that business. Roll the knees forward and back. And then you're going to roll over onto your tummies. So we're going to work the lower back now because we've really warmed it up with the core and now the hips. So you're going to roll onto your tummies. I'm going to use my cushion for my forehead. And I'm just going to turn so I face you actually. So you can see. So my forehead is going to be down on the floor and I'm going to come into square. So by square I mean your elbows are in line with your shoulders and your arms are at a little right angle. My forehead is down, excuse me if you lose me a little minute, and you're pulling up through the abdominals. And you're holding it here. So you've got an imaginary piece of paper that's been slipped underneath your belly button and in your tummy. And you're just going to rest the head down to begin with. And you're just going to lift alternate arms off the floor. Now for the purpose of me just teaching you, I'm lifting my head at the moment. But ideally if you can keep the head to the floor and you're lifting alternate arms. Now I'm not engaging too much in the abdominal, in the bottom. I am pulling up through the tummy, but I'm not really squeezing in the bottom just at the moment because I'm letting my legs relax just to work the up back for the moment. Lift and lower. Now take the head with you and take it to the side. So as you twist, you're rotating, you're getting a little bit more into the lower back. And twist. And I am just keeping my head, forehead off the floor while I do this one. Again, too much. If your back is twinging at all, then you just keep your forehead down and you just lift the arm ever so slightly. So work to your range. 2 more. 1 more. And I want you to lift both arms off the floor. Lift up, hold, and lower. Much more in the lower back. Pull the tummy in, and lower. So you're hovering. 2 to go, and lower. 1 more. And then bring the arms down by the sides. All I want you to do is I want you to twist and stretch down one side and lift the opposite leg. And then come center. So again, my forehead is off. And I'm just working more into that lower back. And I'm just going side to side. And I'm lifting opposite arm to leg. Hopefully you can see that. Opposite arm to leg as I slide my hand down. Give me 2 more if you can. Yes, 2 more. Keep it going. 1 more. Good, good, good. And then take a breather. Don't come back into shell pose yet. Just keep it there. Take a breather. Just relax. And then we've just got one last exercise, my favourite, the swimming. And so all you're doing is you're lifting opposite arm to leg. Your thumbs are facing up towards the ceiling and you're squeezing the bottom. And an option is to lift the head off the floor. Now we're going to do it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, in 5 seconds time. And you can go as fast or as slow as you like. So let's go. So I'm kind of going midway, I'm not doing it too fast, but I'm really squeezing my abdominals. I am just having a little pulse with the legs. My bottom is working really hard. And you're halfway. Good. And so you're just fluttering. We've only got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good job. Hands underneath the shoulders. And I want you to lift up from here and slowly sit back for a lower back stretch. We've got a couple more exercises. Are you okay for time? Holding it there. And coming onto your bottoms. So I'm going to use the ball with this. Don't worry if you haven't. You can use your cushion. You can pop it behind your back. Or you can pop the ball on top of the cushion behind your back. I'm just going to use my ball. So I'm going to tuck it in. So as I say, I'm not leaning all the way back. We'll do that next week. So I'm going to use the ball in a whole session with you on Wednesday. So come and join that because it's a good one. I love using the ball. Lots of different ways to use it. So coming down, and I just want you to hold it back. So you're not kind of leaning back. Your shoulders are nice and open, and your tummy is engaged. Really important because we're going to work this hard now. So we've done these arm lines before. So I'm just lifting alternate arms off the floor. Yeah? And my knees are hip distance. Lift and lower. So I'm not moving forward and back because I really want to sort of concentrate on just isolating into the abdominals there. 4 more. Did you lose me? Somebody tried to phone me. It's always about this time as well. I have switched it onto airplane mode. I hope you didn't lose me. I hope you're back. 4. I think it's Vodafone. 2. Hold the arms back. You've got an imaginary ball that you're going to throw it to me. I've caught it and I'm going to bring it back. And I'm going to throw it to you. And back. And throw. And back. So if you're working together and you have got an imaginary ball, pretend. Or you've got a real ball, turn together. We've got 8 more. 8. And back. And 7. And back. Keep the elbows back. 6. You should be feeling that now in that abdominal area. 4. 3. 2. 1. Take the arms wide and back in. Wide and back in. Scoop round. You've only got 4 of these. Take a breather if you need to. 2 more. Last one, hold the arms wide, little tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, fantastic. Oh, take the ball away, come forward, round your back off, loosen it off there. And you might want to just have a little Not too much of a bounce, but just a little rock forward and back. And we've got our last exercise. It's the plank. It's 2 minutes, not solid. We're gonna mix it up and you can do it. Before you even think about it, you're gonna just get straight in. So, 3/4 or full, with the ball or without. With the ball, you can either hold your one hand underneath, but halfway through you swap. So of course you're unbalanced, you're challenging, and unless you've got a fantastically strong core, I would recommend you keep on the knees if you are here, because clearly it's too much of a wobble. I don't want you to injure your backs. Unless you feel confident with that, then that's brilliant, and swap halfway. But we've got 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to think what position and things like that. The ball also. Now I'm not even going to show it. I'll keep that for next week. You can put it on your feet, but I'll keep that for next week. Are we ready? Hands underneath. So we're going to do a few little bits and pieces with the ball, with the plank. Let's go. You go. I've started. So 2 minutes in total, but as I say, we're just going to mix it up a little bit. So I want you to start off in full plank. And I just want you to be aware of your positioning. I want you to pull the belly in. And you've got 10 more seconds in this position, then you will have done 30 seconds. Belly's nice and tight. You're not up in the ceiling just yet. Head and neck line. Okay, now we're going to do pikes. So you're going to lift up, press into the heels, and then come back down. Come back a little bit further, and then push back up again. So you're really using the core to control and hold and support the back, and then you're pulling it in to lift back up. You've got 10 more seconds of this, and lift up. You've probably got one more. Good, and then come into side plank. I'm going to come down onto my elbow, and I'm going to reach it up. You can of course come onto the knee, stay in 3/4. I'm holding my arm up. I'm just going to thread the needle, rotating round, and then lifting back up. Five more seconds, and then you're swapping sides. Other side, this is your last 30 seconds. Reaching back and through. Fantastic. Come on, 15 more seconds. Lifting up with the waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto the knees. Sit back and stretch. You made it. You've done the abs and backs. We missed out just on a couple of exercises, but I don't mind because we worked hard. Come into pro, so lying down. Onto the elbows. And I'd like you just to take your hands as wide as the mat, and all I'm doing is just rolling my head down. And then I'd like you to come up into cobra, just to stretch the abdominal and the lower back, squeezing in the bottom and then coming down. Head comes to the floor. Breathing in, breathing out, lifting up. So how are you feeling doing these planks now? I think you must be all getting so much stronger. And lifting up. Are you feeling that they're working, all these exercises? And lowering down. And you're just one more time holding it here. Squeeze the bottom, take the head back, and then I just want you to take it side to side. Shoulder comes, chin comes to your shoulder, and then other side. Good. One more way, and the other. Coming down onto the elbows, taking your hands underneath the shoulders. You're pulling up with the belly, you're coming onto the knees, you're almost doing a little press up, you're sitting back. And you're holding a stretch. And again, you're releasing off. We didn't do any press-ups this week. Goodness gracious, we did lots of other things with the arms. Enjoy the stretch. Take your right arm, right hand on top of your left. And then the left on top of your right. And then you're coming back center. You're coming onto all fours and you're doing the cat and cow. Push back. Just stretching, and I just want you to stretch this lower back now. Hold neutral spine, lift one leg up and then twist. I'm taking the head with me. I'll do it this side. As I twist the ankle and the foot, looking over. And then both legs go out, and then you look at whichever way you want. One more each way. Last time. And then sit back last time in shell pose.